Joining us right now is Lauren Veneziani. She is a film critic. You can see her stuff at dcfilmgirl.com. You know, this weekend is the opening of Godzilla, and then next weekend is Memorial Day when the whole first wave of big summer movies come. And, you know, here on WMAL's Mornings on the Mall, when we bring you a film critic to talk about the movies, we go all the way. Lauren is in Cannes right now.
In France?
Yes, apparently, because that's where all big, important film critics go. But wait, this isn't the Cannes Film Festival time, is it, Lauren? You're just there?
It is right now.
So you're
yeah,
there.
It just started, and then I think it goes through next week. I'm actually out here to see the new DreamWorks movie, How to Train Your Dragon 2, which is the sequel to the first one that came out a few years back. So I'll be seeing that tonight in the official theater, which is very exciting.
This is exciting for us that we are getting a film critic direct from the Cannes Film Festival to talk about the summer movies. So let's start with it, Lauren. You've already seen Godzilla. You've given your review. Tell us, is it worth seeing or is it a disaster?
Okay, so here is the main issue with Godzilla. And honestly, what better way to start the official summer movie season than with a Godzilla movie? There's been over 30 Godzilla films since the original Japanese classic came out in 1954. It is. And most people remember that horrible 1998 remake starring Matthew Broderick, though I want to try and forget that one. But this Godzilla is better in every way possible than that remake, but it still has its major issues. Basically, the film opens up in 1999 in Japan, and we meet American scientist who's played by Bryan Cranston. Something happens at the power plant that he works at, and their whole city has to be evacuated. The power plant collapses. Then the film jumps to present day, where we see Bryan Cranston and now his grown-up son, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. And they're trying to figure out what exactly still happened 15 years ago. And just when we're about to get some answers, a huge mutated creature called a Muto comes out from the earth, and that's the catalyst that kind of gets Godzilla to rise up out of the Pacific Ocean and help restore, peace on Earth. Bryan Cranston is fantastic. A lot of the other actors are unfortunately a bit wasted in the movie. Aaron Taylor Johnson, once he's given the lead man credentials in that second half, he doesn't really do much, unfortunately. I loved Bryan Cranston. I just wish he was in the movie more. My biggest problem with the movie was the wasted actors. And the first 30 minutes are fantastic. The last 30 minutes are fantastic. But it's that middle that just kind of tries to find that balance in the storytelling, and it just never does.
So according to Lauren Veneziani, this new Bryan Cranston-led Godzilla starts out fine, but then it breaks bad.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And if anyone out there has not seen Breaking Bad yet, it's definitely worth checking out. I actually saw Bryan Cranston in All the Way a couple weeks ago in New York City, and he was fantastic. I think he's one of the best actors working today. He has the potential to make any movie better, even if he's only in the movie for a short while.
All right.
So I would say I'm giving the movie a 3.5 out of 5, which is basically a B+ or C, like a high C on my scale. I'd say skip the 3D because the movie's too dark for that 3D conversion.
Oh, that's a good pointer.
And see it in 2D. I mean, it's good, but it's not fantastic.
All right, so now we're getting ready to head into the summer movie season. A lot of big blockbusters traditionally come out during the summer when people are off and have time to go to the movies. What's out there that we should be, on alert for?
Well, there's definitely so many movies that I'm excited for this summer, and one comes out next week. It's the sequel to X-Men First Class. It's called X-Men Days of Future Past.
Oh, yes.
And it's going to be a really big summer for Marvel. We've already had Captain America, the Winter Soldier, come out. Later, we're going to have Guardians of the Galaxy come out in August. But this film I'm excited for. The cast is fantastic. Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, James McAvoy. I have not seen it yet. I will be seeing it next week, and I'll be doing a full review on my site when it comes out on Friday. But this one I'm excited for. I loved First Class. I love the X-Men movies with the exception of the third one, The Last Stand, which was pretty horrible. But I think that this one has the potential to be a lot of people's favorite movies, one of the favorite movies this summer.
What about the Tom Cruise movie I see everybody talking about?
Oh, The Edge of Tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, that comes out in a few weeks. I've heard good things about that. That's starring him, Tom Cruise, and Emily Blunt. I'm hoping that it's good. It could. Nobody is really talking about it quite yet, but it could be the sleeper hit of the summer. It could, blow us out of the water. Tom Cruise as a person, he's not really one of my favorites, but I do really enjoy him as an actor, and he does have the ability to still bring people to the box office. People still, pay a lot of money to see his movies, and his movies always do well at the box office. So we'll see.
Our guest is Lauren Veneziani. She is the film critic found at DCFilmGirl.com. Right now, she's live in France at the Cannes Film Festival. And listen, Lauren, I read your site, and you often find those hidden gems, the ones that don't get as much publicity. And I'm guessing that a couple of those films might be on your radar over there at Cannes as well at the film festival. What should we be looking for at maybe some of the art houses?
Well, I mean, the big movies kind of over here right now is, Grace of Monaco, starring Nicole Kidman. That was here last night. I know Ryan Gosling is tending to do a lot more indie movies, his movies over here as well. But, I mean, I think the big, animated movie that I'm here for, How to Train Your Dragon 2, which I'm seeing tonight, that's going to do really well at the box office. But,
well, wait a minute. It's going to do like Frozen well, or it's going to do like Despicable Me well?
I don't know if anything will ever do as well as Frozen unless they make a Frozen 2, which probably will happen in the future. But, it's really fun to be over here. There's so many people here. Obviously, it's gorgeous. It's the first time I've been over here, and it's fun to kind of converse with other film buffs.
But are they sort of buzzing about this? I mean, I've seen the Nicole Kidman, Grace Kelly movie getting a lot of stories, a lot of headlines because there's some controversy around it.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of negative press, which is not good. I think Nicole Kidman's fantastic. She's one of my favorite actresses working today. I hear it's not her. I hear that the royal family is upset at some of the storytelling in the movie because it doesn't put her husband in the best light. So, we'll see when it comes out. That one won't be coming to the States for quite some time, but I mean, we'll see, just like Naomi Watts' Diana, which came out last year, which, was not good. It could be that situation, but I'm hoping that it's not.
Lauren Veneziani, she's DCFilmGirl.com, and we appreciate you joining us. Bottom line is Godzilla's open this weekend, and it's rainy tonight. Maybe today's a good day to go see Godzilla.
3.5 out of 5, she says.
But don't see the 3D, not worth it. All right, thank you, Lauren.